Well, happy Friday, everyone. This is Rosalind Henderson with Double Your Income Entrepreneurs, and I am here with one of our stellar members. And I want to thank you, Donna Mintz, for being here. And I'm excited about hearing your journey. You have a very specific entrepreneurial journey that I think we can all learn from. So, are you getting feedback? Because I'm getting a little feedback.
Not at all. I
Okay,
hear
you're fine.
just fine. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been an entrepreneur?
Well, this is not my first rodeo. I owned my own business many years ago, back in the early 2000s, as a personal chef, personal trainer, and holistic nutritionist.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yes.
fantastic. So you've always been in the wellness industry.
I
Can
tried,
we say that?
well, I did get out of it a little bit. I didn't start out in it. So this is my fifth career. Uh,
Nice.
so I didn't, I was in the fashion industry, not wellness. Then I owned my own business. Then I was a programmer, not wellness. Then I went into the wellness. Then I manage restaurants, not wellness. Now I'm into skincare. I feel wellness. I feel the skincare, the way I do it is wellness. Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So how did you fall into the skincare company, or how did that evolve?
I hit 40 and I hated my skin. I was just so unhappy. I was a diehard sun worshiper in search of the perfect tan, which is just unobtainable. I was a smoker. I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep. I was in Manhattan and I went to all the clubs and I had a great time and I just didn't take care of myself. And it kind of
Wow.
stuck with me when I hit 40 and I didn't know that any of that stuff was going to affect my skin as badly as it did. And the lines, the wrinkles, the sagging, it was bad. I was very, very unhappy. My skin just looked unhealthy.
Wow. So did you use different commercial brands to try to deal with your skin and to firm it up and all, or
Yeah, I did. I live in Manhattan and I'm right near Macy's. Like Macy's is the huge Macy's is my neighborhood department store.
yeah.
And yes, I can't say I used every anti-aging product, but I wasted a lot of money on a lot of products that they just didn't work for me. They may have worked for my girlfriends, but they just didn't work for me.
Interesting. So what were you finding in using these products? Was it no result, or was it even making the situation worse? What did you find when you were using the products?
In some cases, either one. So some of them just dried my skin out more and just made my skin look older and kind of like emphasize the lines and the wrinkles because again, like I said, they just weren't for me. And some of them just didn't work.
So as a result, you went into your kitchen, your laboratory.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Before I went into the laboratory, I went to school. I decided to educate myself to do this right. I did try a couple of the DIY things online, but those didn't really work because I didn't know why I was using the ingredients I was using. And I really wanted to educate myself. I was just tired of seeing I was tired of not liking what I saw in the mirror. So
Yes.
I wanted to do it the right way. So I went to school and I learned how to formulate skincare.
Oh my goodness. That is fascinating. How long was that process in terms of trying to understand the why and getting a background?
A long time. It was probably about 10 years between
Wow.
not just try because another thing that I have found is when we're in situations, we go on the internet and we look for people to guide us and somebody that we can trust. And what I found was nobody is talking about what happens to our skin as we age. Like there's really nobody, yet people are talking about health and they're talking about nutrition, but they're not specifically talking about skin. And I really, like, if I need to know about my skin, I need to know about my skin. Don't talk to me about my health because I don't get it. I need to talk about my skin.
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
so after 10 years of sweating and getting the foundations down, uh, at what point did you start your own skincare company?
So I went to school and then I created a product and then I tested all my own products on myself. And let me tell you something. I had some bad skin for it because of that. There were just some things that I put together that just didn't work. And I am always the first guinea pig. So I would do it for myself. And if I would see changes and then I would give it to my girlfriends and my
Mm.
and then I created a focus group. So and then I would give it to them. So the whole process was about, I want to say, about four years. Just
Wow.
started about 5 years. When I made the decision to when I launched was probably about, well, till now it's probably about 5 years. Probably about 5 years ago.
That was a lot of diligence. And what did you learn in the process? What were some of the major themes and takeaways that you learned in your education about, you know, helping the skin to be healthier? What was your takeaway?
Well, the main thing that I took away is that the skin is not an inanimate object. And unfortunately, we treat it as one.
Hmm.
It is actually an organ just like your heart, and it needs to be taken care of. And it is a whole system of the body, the integumentary system. And it needs to be treated with respect, just like you do your cardiovascular system.
Mm.
Skin is nourished from the inside and the outside. So we need to care for it with love. The way we go to a cardiologist and a cardiologist says, you need to change your diet or you need to exercise, but we don't go running to a dermatologist or anybody that's going to say to us, really, take care of your skin. It's your first line of defense against the
Yes,
world, which is really what.
yes.
So,
It's interesting. Usually we go see the dermatologist when there's a problem, after something has erupted,
exactly.
as opposed to working with the skin, each and every day and doing things that could prohibit problems, you know. Um,
Absolutely.
so from what I can tell, it appears that a lot of the ingredients that you use are natural ingredients, and that you're not using, all of these chemicals and all these unpronounceable names in your product. Which that fascinates me. Tell me a little bit more about keeping it natural.
So our products were all once plants. They all
Hmm.
were once plants. When I was in, I was a nutrition. I'm a nutritionist. I have a background in nutrition. I was a holistic nutritionist. When I was in holistic nutrition school, I learned that what I put on my skin could potentially be absorbed into my body and cause cancer and create all kinds of health issues. And I didn't want to put those on my body anymore. So
Mm.
one of the things that I did when I created my own line was that I wanted it to be as clean and green as it could, because unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there that are doing something called greenwashing. And what that means is they're really just using green. They're saying that their products are green, and it's really just a marketing tool because the industry is not regulated and they can get away with it.
Okay, and that is a big problem in the sense that you don't know what you're getting in some of these unpronounceable chemicals that are being put on in these products. You really don't know what you're getting because it is unregulated.
Yes. So, and I was laughing before when you said unpronounceable ingredients. Well, here's the thing though. Even my ingredients are unpronounceable because there's a reason for it. They're all written in Latin because they want it's a standard way of, which this just blows me away. Whoever the powers that be who created this idea that we should all be able to understand the ingredient if we're all on the same, we'll all be on the same page if they're all Latin, which makes no sense.
Right, because I'd have to get a book or get on Google to try to
Exactly.
get an understanding of the products that I'm using.
Right.
So share some of the, because you showed me some props ahead of time, which excited me. Show us your line, some of the products that are in your line. You have more than just one anti-aging product, right?
Yes. So we are an anti-aging company, as you said. But what I want to do is I want to show you two things. The first thing I want to do is show you our ingredients. Now, I said I have props. So this is a lotion. And whoops, wait a minute. There we go. And it is just white lotion.
Yeah.
Just white. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what a lotion is. They're usually, white. But here is what our ingredients look like. So this is pumpkin seed oil. Can you see how almost brown, it's like browny, greeny red?
It is.
And that is our pumpkin oil. Pumpkin oil leaves the skin feeling nourished and hydrated, moisturizes and supports aging skin. And here is our raspberry seed oil. Look at the color again. The color on that, like goldish.
Yeah, kind of an amber.
Yeah, yes. Right? So our ingredients are pressed from the seeds of the pumpkin and the raspberry. And we use ingredients from all over the world. So this is something called sea buckthorn, which is native to Northern Europe. And look how red that is. Now this can actually dye your skin. And when I first got this, I was so excited to get it. And I just like threw it on my face. And the next thing I know, I'm like red. I was very red, but I also did the same thing with this one. And this is Tamanu, and it is so thick.
Yes. Very viscous, very thick.
And this is native to the South Pacific, and it's known for its healing and regenerating properties. And our last one is rosehip seed oil, which is from Chile, which is another like reddish golden color. So what these oils, and the reasons that they are these amazing colors is because they are pressed from the seeds of the pumpkin and the raspberry and the sea buckthorn and the tamanu and the rosehip and the macadamia and the avocado. And so they're pressed from the seeds. Now, when we eat food and fruits and vegetables, they're healthy for us. So we eat told that they're healthy for us. But and the same thing happens when we use the oils that are pressed from their seeds and we put them on our skin. Nourishes our skin from the outside, as well as when you eat them from the inside. So when I put all of these together, this is our Recover Anti-Aging Serum. So it's got this goldish, greenish color from all the different colors of the 14 different oils in this.
Donna, let me stop you for a second.
Please.
Are you sourcing, you're sourcing these oils from all over the world? That sounds like an awful lot of work.
I have a supplier that does that for me.
Okay.
Actually does that.
Wow, that's just amazing.
I would love to go to like Hawaii and get our kukui oil. That would fabulous. And chili for the rosehip seed oil. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And maybe one day that will happen. But yeah, we do have a phenomenal supplier that sources for us and sources as organic as we can possibly get. Yes.
So how would I use this oil on my skin? Once a day?
Well, okay, so it depends on the serum. We have a dark spot serum that you put right on. It's for hyperpigmentation, sun damage, anything like that. You want to use it right on the spot. It really depends on your skin. Everybody's skin absorbs differently. Some people can just put it on their skin and it absorbs right away. Mm-hmm. Some people can't. Some people it's going to sit. For the people who can absorb right away, I say morning and night. So again, now some people need oil, some people need moisture. Dry skin needs oil. That's why we are oil-based. We are an anti-aging skincare company, and our products were specifically made for me, for my aging skin. Yeah. And I realized that everybody else, well, not 100% of everybody, but most of us over 50 have skin that is dry and aging. So that is why we are all oils. And if you are dehydrated, so dry skin needs oil, dehydrated skin needs water. If your skin's a little on the dehydrated side, I know I'm getting a little technical right now, sorry. You could put a couple of drops into your moisturizer for the dehydrated skin. If skin's just dry, you can put the oil on. Really depends on your skin. I know, it gets a little technical.
So let me ask you this. Yes. How long on average, and I know everybody's different, on average, how long does it take for people to begin to see a difference in their skin?
Well, so I have had people, okay. When I created Recover, I used it for 3 months, and a girlfriend of mine, one of my best girlfriends, asked me if I had a facelift.
Oh, wow.
I had to come home, make it, gave it to her. She called me 3 days later and she said, my skin looks amazing and I need more and you need to tell people. That's how this whole business started. Some people don't, 3 days that's not a lot of time to see change, but our skin regenerates itself every 30 to 45 days. So only 30 to 45 days. 3 days, I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it.
Well, was she able to I would take it also. Did you see her subsequent to selling her the product? Did you actually see her? Your friend?
She's one of my best girlfriends. I see her all the time.
Okay, so you also saw the results.
Yeah. She's one of my best guinea pigs.
That's what friends will do. That's what friends will do. Well, I want to ask you a little bit more about the entrepreneurial journey, because it's so fraught with a lot of surprises, delays, and all these other things. What were some of because we have an audience, a lot of our audience, they are entrepreneurs, and it seems like you're doing it. Donna, you are doing it. And what are some takeaways that you could give those who are in various places in their walk? Give them some takeaway. Give them some of your wisdom.
Some of my wisdom.
Yes.
You have to really believe in what you're doing. I believe in my product. I know I have an amazing product. But my story resonates because I hated the way I looked. Never want another woman to feel that way ever again. I never want another woman to look in the mirror and say to herself, I hate you because of the way you look.
Yeah.
And I just think people get that I care. It's an authentic, it comes through with integrity. I started this business because I couldn't find products that worked for me. And there was a lot of greenwashing. So I started this business on integrity. I wanted that first and foremost on integrity. I also, I think you have to really just take no for, you can't take no for an answer. You know,
Yes, yes.
You're going to start a skincare company? Yeah, I'm going to start a skincare company. I have so much faith in myself. I know what I am capable of. Yes, I am going to start a skincare company.
And that's terrific. That ability to build faith in what you do and your services, that is the key to hanging in there when I think times get very rough. Is
Yeah,
that
they do.
yeah, that you're rooted in the belief in your product and your mission. It almost sounds like this is a mission for you.
Yeah, I never looked at it that way, but that is the perfect term for it. It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I want to ask you a couple more questions, because I was thinking as you were introducing uh, all of your oils and whatnot. I have I have oily skin.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, when you say, "Oh, this is oil based," I
Right.
was thinking, "Well, how would that fare with? How would that? I don't know if that would jive with my skin type." Tell me
Okay.
a little bit about that.
So there's two things with oily skin. Yes, you may have oily skin, but
Mhm.
there are people who force their skin to be oily because they over cleanse it. So when our skin has a natural oil on it unto itself, it's called sebum. And when we over cleanse, when you ever get that squeaky clean feeling, that really tight, and it's like my skin is clean, that's actually not good.
Oh,
That is actually stripping the barrier off the skin. And it's also, and part of the barrier is sebum, is the natural oil. So you're forcing your skin to constantly push out more oil. So you're actually forcing your skin to be oily. So
wow.
people who are forcing their skin to be oily need to stop forcing it. So that's one thing. And those people can use oil on their skin. People whose skin, yes, is oily, number one, exfoliate twice a week. Keep those pores clean. Honestly, I'm not a quote unquote pusher of product. I would say you could try it. It may not work for you. Some
Mhm.
oily skin can use an oil because it helps balance the skin because it's a little different than their natural oil. And some people, and I completely get not wanting to put serum on oily skin, but I definitely think you should be exfoliating twice a week. That should
Mm.
keep your
That's
skin clean.
very good advice. Actually, that's very good advice. What other things can you do to create healthy skin?
Eat healthy. It is,
Mhm.
I don't care how expensive your skincare is or how good it is. If you are unhealthy, your skin is going to show it. Everything that is going on in the body shows on
Mm.
this. And exfoliate your skin because it keeps regenerating. It forces your skin to regenerate itself. And although the skin does naturally exfoliate, as we age, that process slows down. And also it sometimes doesn't exfoliate completely. So
Mm.
you want to exfoliate depending on your skin once or twice a week, and also weekly nourishing. Yes, use product on a daily basis, but a good solid mask once a week will work wonders for your skin.
Yes, yes, yes. I like that. I love that. I want to get your products. Our audience wants to get your products. How do we get in touch with you?
Well, our website is www.donnajskincare.com.
Mhm.
I'm on Facebook, Donna Mintz. Feel free to friend me. We also have a private Facebook group where we actually educate on holistic skincare, mind, body, spirit, skin, which is called Getting Under Your Skin.
Ah, I love it. I love it.
Thank you. I'm Donna at Donna J Skincare for an email.
Let me ask you to put it in the comments because this will be on our pages, my profile
Sure.
page,
Yeah,
and that way they also will have that information. And
I
are
will
there
do.
any last comments that you want to, any big pearls of wisdom you want to drop on us before we end our interview?
Know what you're putting on your skin.
Mhm.
Ingredients. It's really important. There are a lot of companies out there that are green companies, but their definition is different from what the new definition is today. And it may not be your definition.
Yes, yes. That's
Learn.
important that we read the labels, especially since you mentioned that it's so unregulated. We really better read the label of
Yeah.
products that we're putting on our skin. Uh, it was great to have you here. I mean, I learned a lot, and I just love the props. I love the props.
Thank you. I had to come on with props.
And I'm going to really encourage the audience out there to really check out Donna's line because she is putting her heart and soul
Oh,
into
yeah.
these products that can
Thank
really
you.
turn back the aging process. Who doesn't want that? I want to stay 25 forever, Donna.
I look younger at 56 than I did at 40. Just saying.
Wow. My gosh. There you
Yeah.
go. There it is in a nutshell. I
There you
want to
go.
thank you for blessing us and being here with us, Donna.
Thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I want to tell everyone in audience land to have a beautiful weekend. And until next time, peace and blessings. Bye bye now.